All right. Woo, goodness gracious. Chicken with my head cut off. See, I have to edit all that out. We're trying it out live on the YouTube tonight. We're just going to skip the whole Ustream thing altogether. We're going to go live on the YouTube tonight. And first thing off, don't have my hat. Second thing off, don't know where my notebook is. Third, I didn't even know where my sketchbook is. Good Lord. I mean, seriously, live on the YouTube. We've only been doing this show for 7 years. 7 years. And good a time as any to restart, huh? There may or may not be rum in my coffee. Don't tell my doctor. I went to the doctor. Doctor said I'm fat. Well, thanks, Cat Mobius. Woohoo! Good. I'm so glad that I came to see you for that knowledge. Because, you know, you only have a little bit of knowledge like that on old boy. The whole world comes in. No wonder I couldn't fit through doorways. I mean, or touch my toes or, you know, whatever. But, all right. We're going to journal a little bit about that tonight. So let me get the intro to the YouTube video done. And we'll go from there. We'll talk more about it on the other side. Batman. I can't see what you can see, so I have to trust you. How's the sound? Is the sound all right? Is the video all right? Goodness, I still need a snot button. And I didn't get my trash can. Goodness. I went in, I made a special trip in here to get the trash can about 5 minutes ago. Man. Nothing like being organized. There is nothing like being organized on a live stream. And trust me, this is nothing like being organized on a live stream. Well, that blinking's got to go. Whew, hey, maybe I can see what I'm doing now. Maybe I can see what you can see. I can see what you can see. Okay. Linda says the sound is good in the video too. Good. Now I can see what you can see. Well, that'll come in handy. No, it's lagged. Oh my God, it's lagged. It's still showing me moving it with my hand. That was 10 minutes ago. Okay, get rid of that. I don't need to see what I don't need to see what you see. Wow. All right, intro to the YouTube video. I don't have my hat. I hope my shiny head doesn't blind y'all. Whoa! No, no, no. We got to record. It's important to record. Ah! All right, let's try it again. Welcome to this week's episode of The Artistic Biker. Last time on The Artistic Biker, it was the mysterious night beep. Beep, beep, beep. Seriously, beeping. Wake me up in the middle of the night. Make me look both ways. Make me look all around. Trying to figure out where the beep was. Made me climb up in the attic. Trying to figure out where the beep was. Go downstairs, figure out where the beep was. There's a damn coffee pot. Beep, beep, beep. I thought it was going off every hour on the hour. Turns out it was just going off when it came on at 4, going off again when it went off at 6. When I restarted it, it would come back, go back off. It would go back off at 8. Every time I start coffee, it would just redo it. Anyway, that was last week. Fun times. This week, I went to the doctor, and the doctor told me some odd and mysterious news. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So with that, let's just turn the page and get started. Woohoo! So, has anybody else had this crud? I've had this death plague in my chest. Has anybody else had this? It's been. I'm just going to adjust the other page. It's been miserable, and it's been going on for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I finally decided to go to the doctor about it. And the day I wake up and decide to go to the doctor about it, it's pretty much cleared up. I mean, I spent all last week. Last week I was in Oklahoma at a conference for my day job, and you know, it was nice because I got to go home and see the family every night. But I mean, I was miserable. It was allergies, coughing, hacking. I was miserable. The allergies compounded with the plague in my chest. Anybody else going through this right now? Because I mean, it's going around. It's apparently it's all over Oklahoma and Texas and Arkansas and Louisiana. Don't know about New Mexico. I think it might be too dry out that way. But I don't know if the mold count is just that high or what the deal is. But I mean, it was miserable. And so I decided to go to the doctor and finally say, okay, I've had enough. They sent me home from work. They said, you sound horrid. Get out of here before you infect all of us. Linda says it's finally left her household. Monday this week, the people at my work were like, get out of here with your plague before you infect the rest of us, and we are unable to perform our duties. So I went to the doctor, made an appointment for the next morning, went home from my appointment and took a really hot bath. I do this when I'm sick. I artificially induce a fever. I take a really, really hot bath, and I drink hot water, or I drink broth or coffee with rum in it. I'm just saying, something warm so that the inside is warmed up, the outside is warmed up, and it's an artificially induced fever, and it seems to help me get over stuff faster. So I did that Monday afternoon. Woke up from my nap, right after that I went and laid down, woke up, and I felt a lot better. Got up the next morning, went to the doctor's office, didn't cough, didn't hack, didn't do anything. She heard some wheezing in my chest. She says, you know, we can probably prescribe you some Singular, but doesn't seem to be anything bad. And so, but now there's all these after effects because there's like tissue papers all over the place. Let me try this real quick. Loud noises. So there's like tissue papers all over the house now. But I just wonder who else is going through this. I mean, it seems to be everywhere, all over the Southwest, South. As opposed to Southeast or Southwest. Texas is just South. I was laying there coughing, hacking, trying to die. Everybody was like, no, don't die. We need your household income. And that's sad. I don't even know if we have any easels tonight. Did anybody send in any easels tonight? Nope. No easels. That's fine. We just won't do an easel tonight. Because I haven't done any easels for sure. Oh, Linda says it was bad in the north too. You mean like in Oklahoma, Kansas? Or like all the way north? Nebraska? That's enough of that. What kind of colors do we want tonight? Let's do some lime green. And do I have any sky blue? I don't know if I have any sky blue or not. What is that? That's dark green. That won't do. Purple work. We can kind of make purple. Michigan. Oh, Michigan. Okay, so Linda, let's see. Which way is it? This way or is it this way for Michigan? I think Michigan. I think Michigan. Are you like where are you in Michigan? Are you like here in Michigan, or where are you on the mitten? I'm just curious. Let's see. Do I need to cover anything up? I'm going to close the lid on my coffee. We want to make sure not to get any of this in my coffee. Everybody put your masks on because you have to make sure that when you spray paint, you wear a mask. It's important. It's especially important when you're in a closed environment like this to make sure that you wear a mask when you spray painting. Because otherwise you get your spray paint in your lungs. I won't like that. I'm going to open a door. Alright, seriously, if I pass out, somebody dial 911 and tell them to trace my IP address. Goodness gracious. I need to make a vent. I've said for years that I need a vent. I think a vent hood would be cool. Believe it or not, I have the computer covered in plastic. Because of the problems that it was causing not having the computer covered in plastic. Left hand in the middle, across the tip from the thumb. How close is that to Detroit? And Detroit's like in the center of the palm, isn't it? The sun has come out here, which is awesome. Make those big air purifiers just for artists. Yeah, they do. I've seen those. They sit on the edge of your canvas. They have the ones that sit right on the edge of your easel, and it sucks the gases away for when you're making the oils. But I don't think it'll work for spray paints. What I've always said I wanted to do for spray paints is I wanted to take a trough down at the bottom. I wanted to take a trough, and I wanted to take a vacuum motor, and I wanted to set the vacuum motor down inside at the end of the trough, and then bring a hose down and make a big filtered vent thing here, and then hook the hose up to the vacuum machine down there, and drop the hose into the water. And so then it would suck. I could flip it on, and it would be quiet because it'd be an insulated box. It'd be quiet. It would suck all the excess spray to the filter paper. all the particulates would catch on the filter paper, and all the chemicals would be sucked into the propellant and the solvents would be sucked into the water and neutralized. And then all I'd have to do is change the water in the filter paper once in a while. And I thought that'd be pretty cool. But I never got around to doing it. Because I'm good at coming up with ideas, I'm just not very good at carrying them out. Because, you know, I'm a man. Or maybe it's because I'm an artist. I'm not sure which one is more the reason. There, I like that. Yeah, we'll put that back on there. We have to hurry because I don't want it to dry, but I don't want it to be. Oh, I love that. That's so pretty. There we go. That'll work for a background, won't it? All right. It's almost the background. It's not quite the background. It's not quite the background. Got to dry it from way back over here because I don't want to blow it around. But I do want it to dry. But see, that's another thing is if I had a drying hood like that, yeah, small portion. That's why I want to build my one. That's why I want to build it by myself. Yeah, those are expensive. She's still talking about the big ones that sit on the floor. Yeah, they're really expensive. And I could build one myself for like twice that price. But another benefit of it sucking air across here, and I can put some heat lamps up here, which I'm going to love in the summer. They said it'll dry this a whole lot faster, and we won't spend so much time doing this. Because this is exciting, right? I mean, you got to be excited. Hi, Nikki. How are you doing? Vicky Schultz just joined us in the chat room. We're watching paint dry, Vicky. Here, I'll fix it so you can see both. Is that like all spread out and squished? Yeah, I can build one for twice the price, but I don't have to come up with all the money at the same time. You guys remind me there's a camera on me. If I go to use the spray paint again, I need to make sure and turn the camera off so I can convince you I'm wearing a mask. You know we're going to cover most of this up. Hey, Audria. I've been sending you messages on Facebook, Audria. I've sent you messages on Facebook. I've sent you messages on YouTube. I can see you talk, Audria. There's just a lag. Well, yeah, because it's important to have good lungs. I'm already halfway through my live video. Linda, I'm sorry, Linda. Yeah, Audrey and I were going to we're going to get together and do a collaboration. I don't know if I'm supposed to announce that, but I was excited about it. And then I went away on a conference, and I just got back from my conference. And then let's see. Next week, not next week, but the week after next, I get to go to Wyoming. It's all right, Audrey. We'll get it figured out. I sent you a instant message on Facebook. But if we're not, I don't know if we're friends or not on Facebook. So if we're not friends, it probably went in your secret not friend file that everybody has. Internet troll, hey lady. You don't need 2 lungs. I like when these pools dry. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to show you. Vicky's painting an elephant. Vicky, email it to me, blade@artisticbiker.com, and we'll share it with everybody. I'm going to zoom in on these puddles. I'll show you what I like. When you let these puddles dry normally, you get little patterns, like a dried riverbed. If I take a paper towel to them, I don't get that. But by letting them dry like this, I get the patterns. And I can take a paper towel to them, but I really want those patterns. I think I did friend you, Audrey. I think I did. Maybe you unfriended me. I feel naked without my hat. My good hat is at my grandmother's house, and it has been there since Christmas. And then my little tan hat, I've been wearing my little tan hat around. Excuse me. And I actually have 2 of those. One of them's covered in paint, believe it or not. And the other one I can kind of wear in public. And now I don't know where any of them are. I can wear the bicycle helmet. I like the spatters too, Audrey. We're almost done. We're going to cover some of this up. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. But I like when you paint something, I like for every inch of the surface to be have something you put there on purpose and fun to look at. Whether I'm painting on a canvas or in a book or whatever. Oh, hey Audrey, when I'm watching on my tablet, I put my headphones in and I turn the microphone on and use the text to speech. It's not always accurate though. You might find yourself using some disturbing language. You know, like instead of saying pen is, my pen is, you're just saying. Almost there, just one spot right here. There. You can't see what I did because my face was over it. I don't know if that'll work for you or not, Audrey, but I do that on my tablet. If I'm going to watch somebody else's Ustream on my tablet, I'll put my headphones on and I can listen to the show without it interfering, and then I can use the microphone for text-to-speech. But the microphone on the text-to-speech will turn the sound off while you won't be able to hear while you're talking because your tablet can't do both. So I'm just saying, my tablet can't. Maybe you have a super tablet that can do both. My tablet cannot. Okay. So let's see here. Let's see what the best way to do this is. Let's get just a little bit of this kills here. I don't want to do when I come down here like this. Come across here like this. Come across here like this. Right now. I don't want to completely cover up what I have there. There we go, nice and thin. There we go. Tell you what, let's spritz just a little water on there, make it fluid. There we go. Perfect. Well, perfect as I care to be. I don't know. Maybe just a little more right there. Alright, now let's get some of that off. Let me towel. There we go. That'll work for me. That serves my purpose. We're almost done with the background. Ah! Let's see. Let's mix up a little indigo. Black is boring. So let's mix up a little indigo. Probably get away with using this same brush, but I think that I want a bigger brush. Can't talk, Harding. Can't talk. Can't talk, Harding. Look how much paint we put on there just for this little effect right here. You can't see. Look how much paint I put on there just for this little effect. Now, you know what? Those should all come down like this, shouldn't they? They should. That'll work. There we go. That's the effect. There we go. I like that. Now let me dry that. There's so much drying that goes on. Layers. It's all about the layers. Oh, thanks, Audrey and Ada. Cinnamon was a lot of fun. She really was. It was really great going over there. I was supposed to interview. This happens to me every week. Nicole Gray and Carrie Smith. While I was gone, and I didn't get to interview either one of them. So we're flying blind this week with no interview and no go-to technique. This is when we need the wheel of techniques, where I can spin the wheel and just pick a technique off of it. Okay, that's still a little too bold for me. So let's tone it down just a little bit. I need another piece of cardstock. That didn't work at all. All right. I was going to be all smooth and just tear that straight. When it works, it's impressive. But that was not it working, by the way. In case you were confused by it not working, that is just going to explode green all over the paper. And I just need a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit of luck, just a little bit of luck, and get me to the church on time. A little white. The white dulls stuff down. A little yellow. Just a little bit. Okay, maybe a little bit more than a little bit. Alright, and it just spurted out. Alright, get some water. Get those colors. There we go. Get that clinical look. That's what we're after, that clinical green. We're almost done with this background. Matter of fact, I'm going to wipe that off with a paper towel. Because I'm really just trying to stain that. And I can use actual green down here. There we go. That's nice. I like that. There we go. This is not a diaper wipe. This is just a paper towel. That's the look I was going for. Right there. Yeah, cinnamon was a lot of fun to talk to. Okay, where do we want to go from here? Let's do we need more white paint. That's what we need. There we go. There's that. And then let's put that on there. Like that. It almost seems like I'm making it up as I go along, doesn't it? Just almost. How are we doing on time? It is already 7:20. I may need more black paint. Matter of fact, I know I need more black paint. And black is boring. But we're just going to use straight black for now. I don't know, we might mix a little purple. I like where this is going. I do. Need some blue. Hey, Boudreaux! Glad you found us. Alright. If I had torn that cardstock right the first time. I would already have a piece to do this part with. I'm going to move to a finer brush. Not much finer. That green go. We need more of that green. Wait, do we want green? No. You know what? We need to. There we go. Let's taint that a little bit. There we go. That works. That works. We need to taint that just a little bit. See, you guys can't see what I see in my head, so it's hard for you to fix it for me. Of course, it'd be hard to fix my head anyway. Things are kind of whack up there most of the time. How come you're not painting along? This is not one of those kinds of shows, is it? I don't typically do stuff that makes you want to paint along. Most of the time I try to do stuff that makes you want to go, oh my God, what's he doing? Gotta keep it wet. Need more white. All the artists are whack. That's kind of the story of my life. Just everything's a little whack. Let's see here. Need across the top there, and that angle and down like that. And then we need a touch of green there. Touch of orange, just a touch of orange. Like that. Maybe a little more orange down there on the bottom for pimento, like that. Alright. That. How are we doing on time? We're doing good. We're doing fine. Move to the smaller brushes. I don't glue a lot of stuff in on my pages. I just try to paint a story as fast as I can. I just try to get what's in my head on the paper in my little homemade book. Just trying to tell a quick story here. That's all. That's all. Feel rushed. I don't know why I feel so rushed. Maybe it's because we got such a late start. Maybe it's because I couldn't find my hat. Maybe it's because my paint's all dried out. It could be because of all the new vitamins that I'm taking. That might have something to do with it. I found, this will shock some of you, I know. I found a way that I can eat broccoli and not die. I know that shocks you because broccoli is the devil. But I found that they make broccoli in capsule form now. And you can take a capsule of broccoli. We're in the garage. I'm in Texas, and I'm in the garage. Can you hear the macaws? Macaw! Macaw! Sorry. I found the broccoli comes in capsules now. And what they've done is they dehydrated the broccoli, crumbled it up, encapsulated it, and I find that if you wrap the capsules in bacon, it's almost tolerable. Almost tolerable. Let me dry this real quick, and then we'll come back and add some more details. Almost tolerable. Because, you know, broccoli is the devil. I don't care what anybody says. Let's work on the flesh. Needed my hair grayer. I have to add every time I do this. Every time I do a self-portrait, I have to add more and more gray to my hair. But you know, this isn't really a self-portrait as much as it is just a caricature. Wait, that's the right arm. Actually, it's, yeah, the right arm. So we can do my tattoo. Go. Now let's whip out that brush pen. Where's my brush pen? Yeah, I was in Oklahoma. I was born in Oklahoma, raised in Oklahoma, and now I've moved to Texas. You know what? I think I want to add the other hand. Just because I can. No, I don't. That was a horrid idea. Get rid of that. Well, that was a terrible idea. We'll not be having that. All right. So much for that. Where's my brush pen? Who's got my brush pen? Oh, Oklahoma is not Tornado Alley any more than Texas has wind. Oh, wait. Do. How are we doing on time? I can't tell. I got my mouse over the thing. The thing that tells me the time. Well, we still have 20 minutes. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Hope the doctor's not watching this. Because it'd be embarrassing if I had to go back and explain to her that wasn't really her personally that I felt like was a quack. Okay, so I go to the doctor. I go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, okay, well, you're obviously overweight. How much alcohol do you consume in a week? Well, I have a couple of beers with dinner, and then I have a nightcap before I go to bed. So she says 3-4 drinks a night. I say, yeah, 3-4 drinks a night. That's probably accurate. And she says, okay, you need to cut back on that. You need to cut back on that to maybe once a week. I feel sorry for your liver. And I'm like, my liver's fine. I'm not here for my liver. I'm here for a cough. And she's like, no. You're here for an overall checkup. So here's the thing. You need to cut back on the alcohol. You need to introduce more greens in your diet. And I said, if you say broccoli and kale, we're not friends. And she said, I'm just saying broccoli and kale would help. You could have a little more broccoli and kale in your diet. If you just had one serving of something like that per day, it would help with the weight. And then cut back on the alcohol and drink more water and less coffee. You got to cut out the coffee. How much coffee do you drink a day? You said you drink a lot of coffee. How much is a lot? She said 1 cup, 2 cups. I'm sitting here going, how many cups are in a pot? Are you talking the little cups like like this, or are you talking like the mug that I drink out of? You drink a lot of coffee. Yeah, I drink a lot of coffee. So she says, you need to cut back on the coffee. You need to cut back on the alcohol. You need to introduce broccoli and kale into your diet. And I'm sitting here in my mind thinking, oh, I'm going to take that into consideration. Quack, 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 quack. Obviously a quack. Where's John? Oh, hey, John. So obviously she's a quack because, you know, first off, she brings up broccoli into the conversation. No. Broccoli's the devil. So, you know, here I am warding off the broccoli. Here I am warding off the broccoli and here's the sign, no martinis, no, you have more broccoli. No, you're a quack. What happened to your sound, Linda? No alcohol. Less coffee. More broccoli. See, obviously she's a quack. Now, here's the thing. Does anybody else have a problem with the sound, or is it just Linda? So here's the thing. Like I said at the beginning of this, I left there and I went over to the vitamin shop and I said, okay, the doctor says I have to have more broccoli. And she says, I have broccoli. And I said, where's your broccoli? And so she says, it's over here. And she pulls out this bottle of pills. And there's 500 milligrams of broccoli in each one of the pills. And I'm reading the thing, and that's one serving. Dehydrated broccoli. They didn't do anything. There's nothing else in here. No wheat, no whey, no nothing else in here. Just broccoli. Ingredients, broccoli. So apparently they dehydrate the broccoli, they crumble it up into a powder, and then they encapsulate it. 500 milligrams. Powder pill is about that big. Encapsulate it, and it's the equivalent of one serving of broccoli. And I find that if you wrap that in bacon and shoot it back with some beer, I can tolerate that. I can live with that. So that's my solution when the doctor says you got to introduce more broccoli into your life. So we're going to try that and see. I tell you what, though, the biggest thing, that was Tuesday. Today's Thursday. That was Tuesday. So Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday, this is Thursday, and the biggest change in my life that I've noticed so far is wind. It follows me everywhere I go. In the car, in the office, I'm sitting there going, broccoli apparently, see, broccoli's the devil trying to escape. It's bad for you, but doctor says I gotta have some, so that's how I'm doing it. Broccoli wrapped in bacon, shot back with beer, because my doctor is obviously a quack. Let's see, did we get any easels? I don't think we got any easels. We did not get any easels. I didn't do anything, so you know, that's another thing I want to talk about. It's the darndest thing. I tell you I'm going to draw every day, and I've got my little book, and I'm showing you how I'm going to draw every day. And the minute I tell somebody, if I just do it, everything's fine. But the minute I tell somebody I'm going to draw every day, it's like, oh, the brain says, oh, well, you're doing it then. We don't actually have to do it because we've already said we've done it. And the next thing you know, you look at your little notebook and you find out that the last drawing you did was on May 1st. And it's the 20th. And you're like, my God, well, the 19th. My God, the entire month of May is gone. And I've not drawn anything. I've not drawn anything. I'm not painting anything besides what's in my book. So what's the remedy? If you guys have any solutions of how to solve that problem, you know, it's not just putting pen to paper, but it's at least putting pen to paper, right? So, you know, sooner or later you got to draw something if you want to draw, or you've got to paint something if you want to be a painter. So, anyway, that said, guys, I've enjoyed this. I don't know how well it worked out. We had at least as many people watching tonight on this as we do on the Ustream. Looks like Boudra found us over here. We missed out on the sexy redheaded Darcy. We missed out on 3.Diva Dave and a lot of our other regulars, Jamie Lynn and a lot of our other regulars. But Jay the Viking, well, you know, this is probably the first episode that Jay the Viking's missed since we started. So, but we'll get it figured out. So, thank you so much for joining me. You know, this is my favorite night of the week when I get to art with my besties. I look forward to it every week. Be sure and tune in next week. Same Artistic Biker time, same Artistic Biker channel. Mwah. Peace out. And then we dance. We dance until somebody in the chat room says that they see me dancing. That way we know that the lag is caught up before I cut off the video feed. Because if I cut the video feed off before the lag catches up, then the video feed just stops. But we have to hope that the people in the chat room are nice enough to let me know that they see a fat man dancing, because it's not nice. Can you put a notice on your Ustream site? Did you not see, Boudreaux, did you not see the notice on the Ustream site? Look, I'll show you. Whew. Screen capture. If you go to the Ustream site and the window comes up, right there it comes up, youtube.com/c/theartisticbiker/live. Let's try it live on the YouTube tonight. Did you guys not see that? Vicky saw it. Wait, did you see me dancing or did you see that? Oh, Kia Gillian. Oh, Kia Gillian sees me dancing. Linda sees me dancing. So, there we are. We're gonna do this. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, where am I? So we're dancing again. We want to make sure we're dancing again. I can edit some of this stuff off. Just somebody let me know you see a fat man dancing. If you could call it dancing. Look how fluid I am. If you could see my hips moving, I'm like a genie in a bottle. All right, I'm leaving. Night, everybody.